Welcome to the bookcase tour, where I'm going to show you my bookcase, which is kind of a disgrace when it comes to book things, because there's not that many books. I am not a very good bookworm, I will not lie. But let's get a closer look, shall we? So this is the top shelf. This is reserved for very important things, like my own books. Hey, look! Look that name! Brian Murray Smith! My books, yay! And then behind Arthur, who's keeping them. And he's giving me a ticket for something. Thanks, Arthur. As you can see, there's a lot of figures. a lot of figures. We built him on stream, remember? Remember when we built Robin Hood and didn't traumatize him and pull him to pieces a lot? That's fine. We have Saber over here looking pretty. We have Art. Oh, God. She'd kill me. I'm surprised she hasn't come to life and murdered me for saying that. It's Mordred, of course, and my boy Toshiro, standing on top of the bleach stuff. And as you can see, I'm also a terrible collector. Saber, one second. I have such random numbers of bleach, and do you know what happens in most of those volumes? Some of them are just random ones I picked up, but for the most part, these are the volumes where my boy does something. Because that's more important than having an entire collection for me. You'll also see that I have Diamond Does Rebellion twice, because I have it for Blu-ray and I have it for DVD as well. Because that's important. As for the actual DVDs, it's really random. The Seritate Bulletin is one of my favorite things in the world. Sorry, I'm knocking things over, as I knew I would in this tour. Over here, we have some of the Fate stuff. We have Lizzie being her best. I love Lizzie. I love her so much. She just want to sing, and I can get behind that. She just want to sing and maybe drink your blood. It's fine. She's wonderful. She's a cute dragon baby, and we love her. And then there's Caster Gilgamesh, looking very angry and ready to go. I always have him on the angry face because I feel like it suits him the best. And behind we have Fate things. So we've got Lizzie. Excuse me a second. Okay. We have the 2 Fate Extra games, which are wonderful. I highly recommend if you like your Muso games. We've got the First Order DVD Blu-ray. We've got the Blu-rays of the Heaven, Special Edition Blu-rays of the Heaven's Fate movies, not just Fate Special Editions. We have Fate Requiem and Fate Strange Fates, which are both in Japanese, because I bought them in Japan, and well, I didn't buy Strange Fate. My boyfriend bought me Strange Fate. I bought Requiem anyway, because I just wanted the pictures of Voyager, because I love him. And this one here, let me show you what's in here. So this is supposed to be for collecting the little cards you get in wafers. But I have my granddaughter. Some cards you get in wafers. I got that mash in wafers, but these are the Fate Granddaughter arcade cards. And these are the ones I managed to roll. As you can see, I did not get a single 5-star. I did manage to raise my Lizzie up to get her perfect outfit though, which is lovely. Managed to level up my Martha a little bit, and my Chevillon, and my Archer. But I didn't get a single 5-star, and you know what happened? My boyfriend sat down next to me, and in his first roll, he got a 5-star. So it just made me very sad. And here are some of the lower stars and the craft essences I got. I got a few 5-star craft essences, which is nice. At least it gave me that. So that's better than nothing. And this one I love, because that's the NP chart one, so that's always useful. Just quickly show you the pretty arts. You'll have to pause to get a proper look at them. But if you've played the game, you know these. These are some classic ones. Except for this, I think it was the White Day Pretty Boy one, and I got that one as well. And then the ones at the back here were ones I bought because I wanted to try the characters. So and the prices I bought them for. So I got the little ruler one, little rider Da Vinci, John, Saber, and Martha, who I hadn't rolled at the time, but I had now. Back to the bookshelf. I forgot, I also have a Bleach DS game up here, because of course I do. Then we have this shelf. It's got a lot, and I'm struggling to fit everything on it. So it's going to take a moment to get past. We have this boy. I've shown him on stream before. He's the only one I've managed to panel line all the way around. So you see these black lines? I have personally gone and put them on so you can see everything pop a little bit. Whereas Arthur, I panel lined his head on stream, but not the rest of him, and it looks really weird. I need to go do that. Then we have Valkylander here. He's Durgan. And I put this guy next to him, Tieria from 00. Because Valkylander is based off the Nadley that Tieria did pilot in 00, which is great. Oh, this is another one that I panel lined completely, but I feel like I went a wee bit overboard. This is Lupin. And obviously the boy, the best boy, in my opinion. I love Guillemon. Guillemon's my favorite Digimon. So obviously, I love this Digimon too, whose name escapes me right now. There's something about pressing that record button that makes you forget everything in the world. But here are some manga. So we've got Prince Freya up there, which I don't know if I was going to get the second one of that in the end. It's not sticking with me, so I didn't. Dog Star Night, we read the whole thing of that on stream, and that's the signed copy I got sent from the author. Bioshock Rapture, good stuff. Bo Fury, Volume 3. You'll find that I have random volumes of things because I get some volumes digitally and some volumes not digitally. It all depends on prices and sales at the time, and you know, you gotta be savvy with your money, with your official releases. You have your Certain Magical Index, which I think I'm actually only about here in reading these. I need to get back into them, because they were very fun, but I've definitely read all of these ones. Maybe I should reread them. Maybe. We have some Index DVDs, Index 1 and 2, complete seasons. Didn't realize I had that. And then I got Index Manga 2 from the original artist of Moon Girl, of Moon Girl's cover. She just had an extra, didn't want it, and was like, hey, do you want this? And I was like, yeah, sure. Shaman King! I got number 9 because Lenny was on the front, and I love Lenny, and he's my favorite. World Trigger, freaking love World Trigger. I got the first 2, but then I wanted to get the most recent one at the time because I wanted to catch up. I am mostly caught up at the moment. I think I'm a few months behind now. But it's a good series. If you like your technical stuff, you like good power systems, it's very fun. Danganronpa, wonderful series, so much fun, 10 out of 10. And Black Butler, sorry, I gotta get you out the way, sweetie. Black Butler, I am 1 volume behind now. I would have been non-volume behind. I nearly bought it at the weekend. But I didn't. I chickened out. And A Brush with Magic, which is Sonia Leong. This book is half the reason Moon Girl exists. And if Moon Girl didn't exist, this channel wouldn't exist. So all hail Sonia Leong. She is the progenitor of this channel, whether she likes it or not. Tiny bit of Fire Force. I have another bit of Fire Force down there. I didn't realize that my Fire Force wasn't in the same place, but there we are. Sleepless Domain. This is a really good one. If you like your edgy magical girl stuff, 10 out of 10. Go for it. It's amazing. Great. And it's free to read online. Do it. Ghost Reaper Girl. I've had so much fun with Ghost Reaper Girl. Magical Girls. A little bit of horror. Oh, it's just good. It's just great. Look at little Shoggy. Shoggy is so cute. Banded Empress, which I have too much of, because it took me way too long to drop off that series. I think it's because it's got a white-haired protagonist lady, and I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Kingdom of Quartz, which is upside down, so let's fix that. I don't like that. Magical Girl Incident, about a businessman who turns into a magical girl. Do I like magical girls? Maybe. Okay, next shelf. This one, it gets messier as we go down, just so you're aware. Next shelf. I'm gonna have to kneel down for this now. Okay. So we have another random bit of Fire Force. Again, I think I read a lot of these digitally. And then I got, obviously, 13, 15, 16, 17 physically, for some reason. Gently Raised Beast fell off after the second volume. Sad. The complete edition of Susanne Magica, which is upside down again. Which I don't care about. This is kind of the stack that I don't care about so much. So, I mean, kind of gonna happen. Oriko Magica. I wish that had a better art style. It's an art style, but it's just so different to the original one that you're just like, it's so weird. don't recognize the characters. I also have that Oriko, but I also have another Oriko down here. But anyway, do you like my fox that I painted like Totoro Hitsugaya? It's my Totoro Hitsugaya fox. He's beautiful. Do you like my little dragon boy, who's just adorable? Pretty sure I got him for my birthday. And then here's Jafar from Maggie. Does anyone remember Maggie? Does anyone remember Maggie? Does Maggie even exist? Then there's this rock that I got from a waterfall. It's very important. Behind those things are a bit of Seven Deadly Sins, which I did love, and I do love the series in a way, but I do admit that the couples are questionable, because everyone in every one of those ships, one of them is at least weirdly small, and it's just very strange. Promise Neverland, shame that didn't get a season 2, it was so good. Death Note, I got given this by my brother for a Christmas present. He was like, hey, this is an anime thing that people like. And yes, who doesn't like Death Note, really? Bit of Ruby, love a bit of Ruby. So glad that's been picked up by Viz Media recently. Soul Eater, the complete series in sets, because at the time I didn't realize that, you know, waiting until the series was out and getting a collection was easier than getting the sets. Random shit bit of X-Men. Don't know why I have it, I just do. It says Jetix, so I probably got it from the magazines once upon a time. Then you got Sonic movies, which are very important. I had to get the physical media for them. And then Mashed Potato, she's here. My shield daughter, ready to protect. We love her. She's amazing. Look at this, she's so ready for action. There's so many like lewder things for MASH, and I was so glad to find a more actiony pose for her. Because she's my baby, I want to protect her, but at the moment you need to go away for a minute. We have Seraph the End, which I really love. I've been reading the manga for that, and it's gone so crazy. It's great. The Seven Princes in the Thousand Year Labyrinth. This is... So, can you guess why I picked up the first volume? Can you? But this is basically, you know, like the RPG dungeons like Ib and stuff like that, where you have like deadly traps and things like that. Basically, it's a bunch of color-coded pretty men in an RPG dungeon. And there's only one more volume that I haven't read, and it's a completed series, but I'm only missing one more volume! And it makes me mad because I can't find it to save my life. Then we're going on to the Maggie record. I got really into that app game, and I was so horrified when they decided to take down the servers after the first big arc. Cruel and unusual. Then we have Pan's Labyrinth, which is one of the few horror games that I really like. Also, another rock from a waterfall. Same waterfall as the other one. We have Setsuna Bear Seiei, who wants some honey. It is actually a Setsuna-based teddy bear from Gundam Base. He's a little dusty. I need to fix that. We have a really scary SD over here. I'll put him down here while we go through my stuff. We have some Scooby-Doo movies, because they're great. We got Zombie Island and Cyber Chase and Witch's Ghost. Honestly, the best ones, really. Then we have Weathering with You Blu-ray, because I cried like a baby in the cinema. And you know what was really embarrassing about that? The worst thing that happened was that when the movie ended, we realized that there was a couple people in the cinema that like knew us, and they pointed us out, and I was like, fuck, why now? Why? I'm crying my eyes out. Why are you here? It was just terrible. If no one knew me, it would be fine. But no. Switch games. Monster Hunter. Pokemon. And this is the... Oh, sorry, Digimon. You did not survive. This is the steel case you get with the dual ones, because obviously me and my boyfriend play it, so we tend to buy the... And it always comes out around his birthday. So I always end up buying the dual ones. So we have one of the games each. And then we get the tin, and he gets the model every time because it's his birthday. We've also got The Night is Short Walk on Go, which is a wild movie. Highly recommend it. And Digimon Survive up there, which is a fun one. Then we have some of my Vigi games. Haven't actually played Immortals Phoenix Rising. It's just kind of there. Digimon Cyber Sleuth's really fun. Haven't really played Ass Creed Origins. I got it for the educational mode. Because I just wanted to go around Egypt and learn about Egypt things. Mass Effect Andromeda, didn't manage to finish that. Sonic Forces, fucking great. Monster Hunter World, fucking great. Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet, fucking great. Spider-Man, I didn't actually play that, that's the boyfriends, but it is great. And Persona Strikers, fucking great. And then there's just a little bit of Switch games down here. Let's see if we can... Yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Shield, and Fire Emblem Three Houses. And then we have a Danganronpa art book. And I'm going to have to get this one out, otherwise you're not going to be able to see it. The Tea Dragon Society! It's such a wonderful book. Very cute. They're dragons, but they also have tea that grows out of them you can make tea out of. It's really good. Very soft. Highly recommend. So fair warning, this next shelf, the next two shelves are not really bookshelves at all. They are kind of the dump shelves. You're also about to see my alcohol collection, so I don't know if that's great for YouTube T's and C's, but this is fine. Let's go. So down here we have, hopefully my dad doesn't watch this because this is his Christmas present, or he's part of it. He really likes Queen. He's a big Queen fan. We have some mangas that either I have completely abandoned. Death Note Deathplay, I want to give another go. I really enjoyed the anime, and I picked this up after reading a preview in the back of a Bakano. But I found the manga a bit hard to keep up with, though it's a little bit lewd compared to the anime. I remember watching one of the anime scenes and going, wow, they're not boning in this scene. I'm guessing that's what 50 Shades of Grey people kept saying when they were watching the movies. We have the Twilight Princess HD soundtrack because I got the special edition when the Wii U comes out. We got these. These are really cool. Let me take you somewhere to show you these. So when we went on Japan, we got given like these books about each area. They had so much information on them, like where to go to eat, what to expect when you get there. All sorts of really good information on each section. There should be a general Japan one as well to sort of go you through like customs and etiquette and things that you might not know about. 10 out of 10. Inside Japan's a really good company. Not sponsored, but they really helped us out on our Japan trip, so they're very cool. Very interesting stuff in there. And last but not least, there's Deborah Dunbar. We like some Deborah Dunbar. She does a little series about an imp. And then we have my alcohol. So we have, it's mostly rum. I'm a rum drinker. Except for this, which is plum wine. I do love me some plum wine too. I've loved it since I went to Japan. Then we have some cookbooks. We got the Final Fantasy cookbook, Nerdy Nummies, Japanese table, Japan book. Yeah, things to cook. And then last but not least, we have this bottom shelf, which is just Gundam boxes. It's just boxes. Boxes and a candle. And a small, oh, I see a tattered Moon Girl book. And that's my bookshelf. Oh, I forgot about Journey to the West and Dracula over there. That's also important. But that is my bookshelf. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my bookshelf. Here it is. There's the bookshelf next to me, but that's my boyfriend's bookshelf. And I need to get permission before I record that. And he's not home right now. So I'll ask him when he gets home. Maybe there'll be a part 2. And I'll show you all his things. But maybe not. Don't get your hopes up. Bye-bye!